In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to set up a webhook in n8n. If you find this useful, consider subscribing and liking the video. All right, let's dive right in. First of all, n8n is a powerful workflow automation tool that allows you to create workflows with various applications and services connected together. One of the key features it offers is webhooks, which allow you to receive data from external sources and trigger workflows accordingly. To get started with setting up a webhook in n8n, the first step is to log into your n8n instance. Once you're there, you'll be greeted by the n8n dashboard, where you'll see the option to create a new workflow. So go ahead and click on the New button to create a fresh workflow. Now, the first node you want to add to your canvas is the webhook node. To do this, simply search for webhook in the node search bar that appears when you click on the plus icon. Once you find the webhook node, drag it onto your canvas. After adding the webhook node, you will need to configure it to set it up as your entry point for incoming requests. Click on the webhook node and you'll see a panel on the right side of your screen. In this panel, you will find a few options to configure. First, ensure that the HTTP method is set correctly based on what you need. Typically, this will be set to GET or POST, with POST being the most common choice when you want to send data to your webhook. Next, you will see an option to define a path for your webhook. This path is essentially the URL endpoint where your webhook will listen for incoming requests. By default, it might be something like /webhook. You can change this to whatever you like, but remember to keep it relevant to your workflow. For example, you could name it /newdata if you expect to receive new data. Once you've set your path, make sure to enable the Respond to Webhook option. You'll find this in the same configuration panel. This means that once n8n accepts the data via the webhook, it can send a response back to the sender, which is often helpful. Now that your webhook node is set up, let's make it active so that it starts listening for incoming requests. On the top right of your screen, there's a big Activate button. Go ahead and click that. This is crucial because if your webhook isn't activated, it won't be able to receive any requests. After activation, you'll be presented with a URL for your webhook. This is the endpoint you'll provide to the service sending the data. Make sure to copy this URL because you'll need to use it later. It's essential to remember that this URL needs to be accessible over the internet if you're looking to integrate with external services. Now it's time to test your webhook. You can use tools like Postman or curl to send a sample payload to your webhook URL. This is a simple way to check if everything is working as intended. Once the request is sent, head back to n8n and check the execution logs to see if the data was received correctly. And that's it. You've successfully set up a webhook in n8n. With this in place, you can now build workflows that process incoming data and automate your tasks. Thank you for joining me today. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing and liking it. See you next time.